Hey everyone, Carl's here from A Difficult Truth. So today we're going to be talking about gun control. Yes, I know, some of you on the right are triggered. Um, Basically, there's a bipartisan House bill that's being brought up for a vote that would increase the background checks for gun purchases. And at one of these meetings, like town meetings, the Florida representative Gaetz was I can't even believe that this actually happened, but he was interrupted by one of the Parkland shooting victim's father, Mr. Oliver, and he was saying that this bill would not have prevented these tragedies, but we cannot ignore the crisis at the southern border. A wall would have prevented a lot of these incidences, which is absolutely ludicrous. I, I mean, I don't even see the logic behind it and how he got from higher or better background checks or more increased background checks for guns to a wall is all of a sudden going to stop the mass shootings that's going around. You know, every other day there's a mass shooting. I just don't get it. I don't even know how this guy made it to Congress. I really don't. If when he's up for re-election, remember, Gaetz is the Florida congressman who is who said that if you live in Florida and he's your representative, please hold him accountable. Please hold him accountable with your vote, because this is just absolutely disgusting, dismissive of the Parkland shooting, which was a horrible massacre, which could have been avoided if we just had better systems in place. We don't advocate for everyone's guns to be taken away. We don't advocate for, the Second Amendment to be abolished. We just want common sense gun control. That would mean better background checks. I would even say mental health evaluations, and the whole gun show loophole where there's no paperwork or anything like that. That all needs to go. You know what I mean? There's no reason why the government needs to confiscate firearms. There just really isn't. There just has to be a smarter gun control so that these people don't have the access to the guns as easily. There's always going to be the exceptions where they'll get it illegally, but it just makes it a lot harder. There's no reason for it to be easier for someone who has been in a mental institute 3 times to be able to have a gun. How did anyone miss that? If we would have just had smarter systems in place, a lot of these incidences could have been avoided. Not all, but at least we can stem the problem. We are not advocating, again, for your guns to be confiscated. Smart gun control doesn't mean a gun grab. Obama didn't do it. Trump is not going to do it. Nobody's coming for your guns. But we cannot ignore the fact that there's so many mass shootings in schools and public places. I mean, I dare say we've gone pretty numb. We've grown pretty numb to it, and it is a problem. Unlike the immigration crisis at the southern border, which is non-existent, this representative is saying that a wall would have stopped all this. I mean, just think about the logic behind that. It just doesn't make any sense. This was at a congressional hearing, and to bring up Trump's wall in a room full of parents who lost their kids to a mass shooting is just disgusting. I mean, this Florida congressman is absolutely disgusting, and then tried to defend his point by saying that he didn't know at the time that he was one of the victim's fathers, but that he would have reacted the same way. I mean, this is no time to bring up a stupid wall that A, doesn't work, B, is extremely costly, and C, has nothing to do with what this whole thing was about Anyways, this is a bipartisan bill. This guy's disgusting, vile, and next time he's up for re-election, remember, if he's your congressman, vote him out. Too many lives have been lost for our leaders not to do anything anymore. It's gone too far, too long. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, why don't you hit that big red subscribe button and ring that little bell so that you get notifications when our videos go live. You can like us on Facebook at facebook.com/adifficulttruthofficial. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/adifficulttruth. And if you want to hear our podcast, that's at soundcloud.com/adifficulttruth. Links in the description below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya!